Welcome to Coming Out of the Dark podcast, a podcast like none other, where women are empowered, encouraged, and uplifted to be the best version of themselves. Get ready to come from darkness into light with a passion to fulfill purpose. Here is your host, Miss Lady O.
Hello. Thank you for listening to another episode of Coming Out of the Dark. I am your host, Lady O. If you're tuning in for the first time, I want to share that this platform is in celebration of the life and memory of my beautiful sister, Glennis Marie Boyce. She is the inspiration for this platform. All that I do is in celebration of her life, and what she means to me. I would also like to share that I am not a doctor or a therapist, but I am a certified empowerment coach who is committed to supporting women that are ready to break the cycle of self-sabotaging beliefs so they can build healthy relationships, own their identity, and confidently achieve their desired goals. It's my life's purpose to encourage, empower, and uplift, and I am so honored to do this on this platform. I hope everyone had a great weekend and ready to embrace the week ahead. I know I am. Today, I want to tell you I feel ready. I feel so good and I'm excited about it, and I'm going to scream it from the rooftops. A few things prevented me from recording my podcast episodes the previous weeks, and I do apologize for that. But I want to tell you that I am back and I am ready to begin again. I want to shout from the rooftops, no more hiding. Can we say that again? No more hiding. How many of you are tired of being the understudy to your life? How many of you are tired of waiting in the shadows, hoping to be seen? How many of you are tired of pretending? Listen, again, I'm shouting, no more hiding. Stop it. Stop it with the pretense that you have it all together and the trauma of life is not affecting you. Because the answer is, it really is. It's affecting you. You see it in areas of your life. But this is what you do. You shield yourself from hoping and believing to the point you're blocking your blessings. You may ask yourself, why do people hide? Well, there are several reasons a person will hide from embracing their true identity. People hide because of shame. I can remember when I was going through my divorce, I felt so much shame. My marriage was short-lived, and here I am at the table of what I call defeat. I felt defeated, believing the enemy won and my marriage did not survive the turbulence. People hide because of fear. Fear of believing in themselves and fear of what others may think. Fear of being alone and fear of being judged. People hide because of conflict. They want to avoid it. They hide because of rejection. And they also hide because of uncertainty. I want to say to you, no more hiding. No more hiding your talents. No more hiding your gifts. No more hiding from the pain and the frustration and the anger. No more hiding. I'm not saying you have to tell the world and shout it from the rooftops. If you do, listen, that's totally up to you. What I want to do is break the cycle of denial over your life. There are women who are afraid to walk into their identity for fear of judgment or rejection from others. Perhaps you have grown accustomed to a particular circle of friends, and trusting and believing in yourself would mean you would need to abandon the circle you have become so accustomed to. That can bring a level of fear. Perhaps you develop fear of letting people down, so instead you adapt to people-pleasing. Hide who you are and who you want to be to protect your circle. Saying this reminds me of a conversation my brother Cedric and I talk about so often. We realize that people do not feel comfortable with being alone. Being alone is looked down upon as if you are lonely, that you're a lonely soul who needs saving. We also realize that people don't like being alone, because when you are alone, you're forced to see yourself, and you're forced to listen to everything that is coming up, the voices inside. You're forced to hear those voices and grasp an understanding of how you really feel about yourself, your life, other people. And it doesn't necessarily have to always be a negative voice. You hear your inner voice. You get a chance to see your weaknesses. And you'll honestly begin to feel the pain that you've been suppressing. We sabotage our lives with the make-believe. We become so accustomed to that. Camouflage and persona of who we believe people are accepting. There are women who know they need to be alone so they can clean up the mess, the residue of past experiences. But because you don't know how to rest in stillness, you take on a relationship prematurely, only to repeat past mistakes. Ladies, get to know yourself. Love on yourself. And date yourself. If I can give any advice when it comes to being a proud, confident woman, I can say that would be it. To get to know yourself, to love on yourself, and more importantly, put yourself in high esteem by dating yourself. Go out. Take yourself out on a date. Spend alone time with yourself so that you can fully understand who you are, what you like, so that you can articulate that so clearly to other people. And you might notice that your circle of friends, your circle of people around you will begin to shift because they're holding on to an old version of you. And the new version of you want to arise, but is waiting for you to be still long enough so that you can know where you need to do the work. This podcast is called Coming Out of the Dark. So that means come out from hiding. Own your identity, meaning the gifts, the talents God has given you. To recognize you have a voice, and you don't have to silence it to fit the norms of the world. It means you are no longer slave to your trauma, but your trauma is now your story of power and triumph. I think there are many women that are hiding their identity. I feel we all have a sense of who we are and who we want to become, but we reject it because it's someone different from whom people have come to know us to be. But like I said before, that's the version of you that people have come to know. I realize that people sometimes do not give you the space to evolve. And we, as the world is always evolving and changing, so are we. We are evolving and changing. This pandemic has caused us all to evolve and change. Nothing is the same. So why are we holding people hostage? Feeling as if they have to be the person who we were introduced to many years ago. Give people space. And it's not a bad thing when someone is evolving into someone else. You celebrate their evolution of who they are. Celebrate them going into different lanes. Celebrate them from growing and realizing that they can have greater and more. Stop using manipulative tactics to keep them where you feel comfortable that they should be, so that doesn't harm your ego, your personality. No, we have to learn to celebrate and usher people into evolving and growing and embracing the newness of life. If this is you, a person who is rejecting who you are because someone may feel different, someone may feel a way about you becoming someone different, I want to tell you to break the shackles of being a prisoner to the expectations of others. God is the one whom you need to be concerned about. If people love you, they will adjust and applaud you along your journey. So this is what I want us to do together. Can you say it with me? I will no longer hide myself from my pain. I will accept what has happened, embrace the experiences, and learn from the lessons. I will no longer concern myself with the distractions and opinions of others. I, instead, will embrace myself, love who I am, and take steps daily in my development. I will no longer shy away from opportunities. I will welcome opportunities that give me a chance to celebrate my gifts and abilities. I am an overcomer of my past, and conqueror to walk into my future. Now, if you said the above, I want to congratulate you for taking a step forward from hiding in the shadows of your life. You are beautiful, you are bold, and you are courageous, and don't let anyone tell you different. Feeling shame and hiding in the backdrop of your life? Listen, that is a trick of the enemy. It's a trick to silence you, to keep you where you are, and rob you of your future. Now, we can't let that happen. Examine the areas of your life and see where you are hiding. And I want you to ask yourself a few questions. Ask yourself, why am I hiding? Why do I feel shame? And I want you to challenge the negative thoughts so that you can be free. Don't let mistakes hold you back. Mistakes happen every single day, every second. We've all made mistakes. Whether it's with money, career decisions, in our relationships, things we said or things that we did. But the one thing you should know is that if God can forgive you and love you, even in the midst of your mistakes, then why are you not doing this for yourself? Why are you being the judge, jury, and sentencing yourself to life of darkness? Why? You're now resorting to shining your gifts when others give you the approval to do so. No, that's not going to happen. We're not waiting for no one's approval. You will shine your gifts, talents, and abilities at all times because that is who you are. And God made you in His image. Hiding who you are is hiding God. I know the more that I embrace all of my talents is the more my confidence level grows. I can tell you, and please allow me to be your witness, that I find myself speaking on platforms that I would never saw myself on before. This is because I decided to be authentic, accept all of me, and allow myself to be developed in God. I know someone is waiting for you. That's right. Someone is waiting for you to do whatever is in your heart to do. So, you must go after it today. And don't go after it half-heartedly. Don't go after it believing at a small percentage. Because what I'm realizing is that belief goes in degrees. Like, it's not either you believe or you don't believe. What it really is you believe, but in what percentage, what degree do you believe? I want you to go after it today, believing with all the fire, with all the confidence and obedience. That's so important. Believe. Begin your day with believing. End your day with believing. Meditate on believing. Because ultimately, that is the key to coming out of the shadows and into the light. In the light is where you're dancing. In the light is where you're soaring. In the light is where you are sharing and giving. In the light, it holds all of the things that you have been hoping for since you were young. Those secrets that you said, I wish I could. I wish I can be. Well, you can have those things, but it all begins with your belief. I appreciate the opportunity to share before you today. I really do. And I welcome you to partner with me on my other platforms. You can find me and all of the various messages that I deliver on Instagram, YouTube, and Clubhouse. Now on Clubhouse, you can find me under the Women Unleashed Club. Let's stand in agreement to be powerful in accepting our identity by coming out from hiding in the shadows. I am Lady O, and I am wishing you an amazing day on purpose. Be blessed.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode. Please subscribe to this podcast and like, share, and follow on Facebook and Instagram. Until next time, be well, be safe, and be kind to yourself.